T.
Miss 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 T.
Can't wait for you to meet Miss T. She is the T in T.
All right, everybody. I'm going to give you a good, solid apology ahead of time, but I'm fired up. I was just working with, one of the young adults that I mentor. They're spectacular in a multitude of ways, but they're going through a tumultuous breakup. And one of the things that keeps coming out of my mouth and out of my spirit with this particular young man and now myself and now all of you is you cannot have what you do not value. I want you to write this down because I'm going to give you some stuff that should hopefully bring you to a place of honesty and clarity and sobriety so that you can see that you don't have what you think you want because you're not valuing the thing that you say you want. Now watch this. I'm going to narrow this down to just the ladies, listen up. Men you can listen to, but ladies, listen up. I have so many people come to me, women in particular, that are accomplished, that work hard, that do the right things, that, are very sound in their faith and their practice. And they say, I want a good man. Don't you get mad at me, but I'm about to say it. You cannot have what you do not value. You say you want a good man, especially all you single chicks, even the ones that married a guy that's not so great. Listen, they'll become exactly what you believe they are. Trust me, that's like a nugget you need to write down and study later. But even if you are married, they will become exactly what you believe they are. You cannot have what you don't value. If you don't value a good man, you can't attract that into your realm. Now watch this. Most often women say, I want a good man. But then I ask this question, well, what's a good man to you? You change by the millisecond. Life experiences change you. You evolve, you grow, you strengthen, you determine in different directions. Do you know what a good man to you can change as you change? How much time have you taken to be with yourself, get in your thoughts, or develop your dream, your goal of this good man that you're going to value and love and let value you and love you? What does that even look like? Like, is it because he's good looking? Is it because he's got a lot of money and you don't got to work again? Like, what is good to you? And then what would make this person? I'm like, what if he has the money and what if he's good looking, but what if he's 4'5"? Is he still a good man for you? Or is a requirement that he's a little on the tall side so you're not looking down at him saying, I love you? Now, I'm not trying to say that that's a problem for people. I'm just saying that some people like to, some people, I like tall guys. I do. I'm already 5'4". I don't want somebody, I'm not ready. I don't want the eye to eye. I want to look up at you. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're so dreamy. That's good to me. So have you taken the time to define what is good to you? Okay, so we want to move out of that category because that's a hot category. Let's get off the man thing. Let's get off the relationship thing. Let's get into the money thing. You cannot have what you do not value. And I'm talking about money now. I have so many people tell me one of their dreams, their big dreams, is to be rich. Number one, what does that mean to you? What's rich to you? Because to some people, $100,000 in the bank, that's rich. To others, $1 billion in multiple accounts, in multiple countries, and then in multiple materials and in dollar and currencies, that's rich to them. But what is rich to you? You want to be rich? Like you think things are going to be better because you're rich? What does that even mean to you? So if you don't value money, like right now you're not valuing it. What do I mean by that? Like you're not budgeting. Like, so when the money comes in, you don't have a budget for it so that you tell each dollar what you want it to do. You're not saving. You spend. You prematurely buy things that you can't necessarily afford in the timeline that you're in. Not saying you can't have it. I'm just saying, are you valuing your currency, your flow of currency, so that more is flowing in as resources are flowing out, so that there's a constant ebb and flow in your money because you value it? Are you respecting it in a way that you're giving it a proper assignment of what you want it to produce in your life? If you're not doing a budget, if you're you're not making a financial plan for your business, if you're not doing these things, you're not really employing your currency. Your currency is just kind of like a cesspool. It's just flowing in and out. And sometimes it comes and dies. Sometimes it just kind of, you have mishaps happen and it's just kind of coming in and out, coming in and out. But there's nothing managing the growth, success, or the relevancy or the mission of the money. You're not valuing it if you don't have a plan, baby. You're not valuing it if you don't give every nickel an assignment. You don't value it. You cannot have what you do not value. Ooh, I sound a little punchy right now, but I'm not mad. I'm trying to help you see something because I know you want more. I know you want better. I know you want like the best for you, the best for your family. If you have kids like me, you want the best for your kids, but you can't have what you don't value. Now let's shift categories and take that into gifts and talents and abilities. If you don't value the gifts that you have, I promise you, you're not using them to the capacity that you can use them to, which forces you closer to your destiny. It gives you more resources and it creates opportunities, unique and special opportunities where you can be favored by other people. I'm telling you, if you don't value your gifts and talents, these organic things that you're built and born with, you can't have more. Like they can't even show up in your life like the best that they can show up in your life because you don't even value the fact that you're strong. You don't even value the fact that you're smart. You don't value the fact that you're gorgeous. That's a gift. You don't value the fact that you can think. You don't value the fact that you can create. If you value these things, they should be producing miraculous, magnificent happenings in your life because you value them. And I'll tell you something that's always attached to value. You ready for this? Humility and compassion. When you value something, you have a compassion for yourself, for people that don't have what you have, because you know what you've been given is gifted. When you have humility in how you value, you recognize the fact that this gift, this thing that you're valuing, whether it's strength, whether it's intellect, whether it's resources, you know that at some point you cannot have it, or at some point you didn't have it. So you value it from a place of humility because now you have it and you're grateful for it and you're protective of it. You can't have what you do not value. So I am asking you, save money on therapy, okay? Take a minute and discover, am I valuing my life? Am I valuing my abilities? Am I valuing relationships? Am I valuing the resources? Am I even valuing the difficult moments that have caused me to grow? Is there value in this? Because if there's any area where you're not demonstrating value with its accomplices called humility and compassion, I promise you, you will not grow those areas. So if your goal is to be richer, until you learn to value money, you will not be. If your goal is a nicer car, until you value the one you got, you won't have a better car, a more classy car, a more luxurious ride. You won't have it if you are not valuing your apartment. You will never graduate to home ownership. You just won't, because you're not keeping the one you got clean. You're not treating it like it's your own. You're not making sure there's not dings on the walls and rips in the carpets and et cetera, until you learn value. You will not have the more that you're seeking. So I'm asking you today, woo, I know this is full of fire, baby, but that's because I care about you. And I'm only sharing what I'm seeing. And whenever I see it again and again and again and again, I hear it again and again and again, I know that sometimes the messaging is for the masses. There's surely somebody else that's dealing with this. Value is critical. It's key. And what you have that you value, most often you attract more of it. So scan the landscape of your life. Find out where you're devaluing the gifts that you've been given, and then make a requirement of yourself that you add value to the disciplines that you need and develop. You add value to the resources you need to come in. You add value to the kinds of people that you say you want to be in relationship with. Add value and humility, knowing that these are gifts given, and compassion, knowing that these are also gifts that need to be shared. This is such a big assignment for you. It's a big assignment for me, but I never want to get used to being away or having a thing where it causes me not to value it as a gift that's been given and a gift that should be shared. So listen, like, subscribe, share, comment, all the things. You know, I got to say all that stuff because my team gets on me when I don't, and I value my team, so I do what they say. So make sure you value this moment and do all the things. Like, share, subscribe, share, all the things. Do the things. But the thing I really want you to do is take a look at things. Find out where you're devaluing whatever you're devaluing, because the moment you make this adjustment, I promise you, the breakthrough and the break loose will happen in your life in a way that'll cause you to stand back and express gratitude and heighten your value for what is being gifted to you. I thank you for taking the time to watch this. I thank you for taking the time to do the work to grow. Like that's the real point. Most people don't want to grow. They say they want to grow, but they don't see the value in growing forward, so they don't even do the work. I thank you for wanting to do the work. You watched this. Like you literally watched this and listened to me, and like you're developing your action steps. Thank you for doing that. That means it's some of us out here that's about to sprout in a good way. You are loved. You are prayed for. I'm excited for you. I'm your cheerleader. I'm encouraging you. I want to see you live your absolute best. So value is key. And I look forward to hearing all the ways that the trajectory of your life has shifted, because now you understand you got to value what you want, baby. And then you will have what you want because you value it. Love you so much. Thank you for tuning in. Never mind my fiery disposition today. I just want to help you. So I'll see you here soon, and I can't wait to hear from you. Let me know that the stuff is working for you. All right. Bye-bye.